So today we are in Poole, which is really close to our home, and we have just finished this outdoor kitchen and pergola with all the cedar and the barbecue in this beautiful home. In today's video, I'm going to be talking you through the whole thing from start to finish. So when we first arrived on site, this was just a lawn here, and actually I think there was lots of shrubs and bushes and things all around that corner, and the whole lawn was banked up probably about a metre or so. So the customer got their own labourers and things in, and they took all of that out, got rid of it. I can't remember how many tonnes, but there was loads and loads of soil that they had to wheelbarrow out and got it away, so that we were just left with a flat surface here. So what we then did, we dug down 120, 150 mil, you've got about 100 mil of type 1 underneath there. That was all compacted down, and then you've got these porcelain planks, so they're almost like they're an anthracite color, but like a wood grained effect in them, and so these have been put down. So originally it was just a 4 meter by 3 meter section of patio that we put down, so that we could put the pergola over the top of it. And I'll talk about that later on. So we did actually have some changes. Once we'd got the patio in, the customer decided he wanted a little bit more space over this side, so we put an extra row of slabs down here, and we actually extended this section of patio out here along there, and I'll tell you why we did that in a minute. So once we've got the patio down, we've got ourselves a solid base here. It's worth mentioning also that the customer had his builders build this concrete block wall all the way along the back there, and then we had our renderer that came in and then rendered it all, and then we painted it this white colour. So we've got the wall in place now, we've got the patio down. So the next thing we did was this anthracite powder coated aluminium pergola. So these are amazing. So this one here is 4 meters long by 3 meters wide, and what we've done is we've clad it with cedar battening all the way around, like a vertical cedar battening, which just looks amazing. It just encloses it, it gives it an incredible feel, and the cedar and anthracite go really, really well together. On the side here, we actually had a bit of dead space along there, which was just not good for anything. So what we've done is we've got some UPVC anthracite fascia, and created like a border around to match the pergola, and then inset that with the cedar as well. So that looks really, it just closes that area off, and it matches really well, it ties in with the pergola. So these pergolas, they're really good. They come in lots of different sizes. Like I said, this is 3 meters by 4 meters. You can get 4 meters by 4 meters, 3 meters by 3 meters. You 5.5 meters, 7.2 I think is the longest one. They come in anthracite or in white. If you're interested in one of those, give us a shout and I can give you more information on there. These are so they have the louvers on the top, and they can be open and closed manually. So you have this crank that comes down here, and then as you turn it like that, you can either close the slats completely so that you're in the dry. It's all completely waterproof. Any water that goes on there comes into the legs and drains out through the legs. And then you can open it. So now you're in the shade, and now you can open them up like this, and it lets all of the light, and you can stop it, have it open or as closed, as much or as little as you want. So with all of the pergolas, you have the option to have blinds or screens. So this is called a deluxe blind, and what this is a blind that comes all the way down like that. It holds itself down there, so that will stop any rain coming through. It will stop sunlight, it will give you shade, but it will allow like a breeze to come through as well. So if you are cooking, you're going to be able to get the breeze through. And these are available for all different size sizes and on all the different size pergolas as well. They also have another side which is like a slatted side, which is made of the same aluminium, and they're just slats like that. So that's another option if you want to try and enclose your space as well. So let's talk about the construction of the kitchen, how we built this. So this was built using concrete blocks. So you can see it's like an L-shaped section along here, and then we've got this island here. We've built it in concrete blocks, and then we have rendered it using a sand and cement render, exactly the same as the wall, and then painted it exactly the same color so that the whole thing matches everything else in the garden. Let's talk about over here. Well, I'll talk about this quickly. Now this is a first for us, this section over here. Now this is I guess, what would you call this, like a chiminea style barbecue. It's the kind that you see, you know, when you go on holiday in the Mediterranean or something like that. They always have these with the grills that come out, and you have the fire and it draws. So this is actually part of this section here. Now in the original design, this was inside here, inside the shelter. Once we built this all inside and everything like that, the customer then decided, actually it looks too much, it's a little bit in your face, can we move it outside? So we did. So we dismantled the whole thing, and then we brought it outside and we put it just here, and that's hence why we've extended this little bit of patio here. But this actually came, but then we were left with this gap here. Now we moved it, so this table is actually part of that. So what we decided to do was just integrate this back into the kitchen so that this space gets filled really nicely, and actually it matches this barbecue now, and it's like a good transition from like the modern style kitchen into this chiminea. So over here you've got a stainless steel sink and tap like that. You can see that this has actually got a flange over the top of it, so they call this inset. So that means we've just cut a hole in the worktop, and that is sat on top of there. Underneath here you've just got a single door, stainless steel, and that just provides access to the waste and your water feeds underneath there. We normally put, if you've got the electrics and things in there, we normally put the consumer unit in there. So you'll have an armored cable, a power line coming from the house along here into the back of here, consumer unit in there, and from there you can then run power out to sockets, lights, heaters, and all the other things that you need. Coming along to here, we've just got a single fridge, a Beefeater stainless steel single fridge, keeping all your drinks and your food cold. Over here we've got the Monolith Classic Pro Series 2 Kamado oven. Done lots of these in our kitchens, amazing piece of kit. I've got one of these at home, I cook on it all the time. I absolutely love it, I'm a big fan of it. I have done a video and a review on it, so if you want to watch that, if you're interested in getting one, we'll leave a link up there, just go and check that out. What we've done here as well, which we don't often do, but I actually really like this now, is we've set it down on a shelf as you normally would, but rather than just having this whole space open and having maybe the worktop shelves go around like that, what we've actually done is just cut a hole in the top of the worktop and inset it in there. So you actually gain a lot more worktop space around here, and it actually looks like really built in, like it's part of the kitchen. So I really like that style of doing it in the corner as well. Coming along to here, another stainless steel door. This is purely for storage, so in there, charcoal, wood, whatever you want to keep in there. And then coming around to this section over here, we've just decided to do some open shelving. You can never have too much storage to keep things, maybe timber or charcoal or other bits and pieces. You've got one there, and then if you come around here to the island, we've got another one here as well. So you've got tons and tons of storage here. I mean, this is kind of like a bar area, so you'll be able to keep glasses and plates and all that sort of thing under there. And then again, underneath here, this is a section, another big opening for storage there. So you've got lots and lots of open storage here. And again, it's still running with that sort of that Mediterranean look, that whitewash render with open shelving. It looks amazing. So for the worktops in these, we have gone for a Decton, and this is called Decton Glacier, I think. So this is your bar, your island section. This is about 900mm wide. I think the actual island itself is about 700mm, the blockwork, and then you've got another 200mm overhang, so you've got space to keep your bar stools underneath there. So that's a big chunk of Decton there, and then you can see it runs all the way around like that, and as I mentioned before, it's got the corner section there with the Monolith inset into it. I'm not sure if you can see it as well, but underneath here, the customer has put in, I don't know if he's got it there, no, it's just under the island, this like LED strip lighting that goes all the way around here. So even though you can't really see it so much during the day, at night time, this will really light up, and it will completely change the whole look of it. It will look really, really cool. You can see he's got up-down lighters, one over there and one over there. We've got a socket over here, and actually, behind the cedar, we've put some timber strengthening buttons behind there. We've got wires here, and there's going to be a TV up there. So he's got internet, TV, so you can sit here, you can watch the football, the rugby, the racing, whatever you want to do. So annoyingly, the microphone decided to stop working. So I'll just put a quick voiceover on here just to finish this video. I think this just looks amazing. This whole design, that especially the house that it sits in the garden, it's very modern. So the cedar, the anthracite pergola, and even the like the Mediterranean style barbecue, they all work really, really well together. And it just looks incredible in this space. So if you want to watch more videos, make sure you subscribe to the channel. We do have Facebook and we have Instagram. We try and post on there a couple of times a week. So if you want to follow us on there, go over there and give us a like. So thanks very much for watching, and we'll see you on the next one.